Hello, so this is just a quick update video. In my last video, I was showing off how to change your camera system to a third person slash Z target camera system with Cinemachine. And I realized after watching it that I forgot to add the scripts in to my screen capture. So I'm going to quickly add that now. So you can see what is going on with the scripts for this. So let's see here. We are going to need this one here. Alright, so we'll go into Visual Studio and we'll look first at the target switching, or not target switching, camera switching. Let's wait for Visual Studio to load. Alright. Preparing its solutions. Alright. There we go. Let me double check that we are capturing that. Alright. Okay. So these are the three scripts that interact with your target switching and the different inputs for those cameras. So starting off with the input manager, this is how I turn the mouse or joystick into a single input. Basically what I'm doing is creating a public static float here of sub horizontal and doing a variable r, setting it to 0.0f, so it's a float. Every frame I'm adding the value of my joystick axis and the value of my mouse x-axis and returning a value that is one of these clamped to -1 or 1. That way you're not doubling your input if you use the mouse and the control stick. And then I've just copied that for the vertical. So this is what controls the free look up and down, left and right. Go over here to the actual free look axis script. So in here I'm actually going to start referencing Cinemachine. So up here you have your using Cinemachine. You're going to need that. Open up a public class free look axis control. Make sure it's named the same as the script name. Alright, and then I go into naming things. So I have the Cinemachine core.getInputAxis equals getAxisCustom, and then do a public float getAxisCustom, and it's going to be a string, and that's your axis name in your camera. Let's see. There we go. All right. So this is where you're going to customize your inputs that have multiple inputs for the same thing. So right here at the input axis name, it's just taking a y-axis in. Normally what you do here is you put your mouse Y or joystick Y, but since I want both things to be able to interact with this, I did this little trick inside the input manager for my sub horizontal. I come over here and I say sub horizontal, return this sub horizontal if you're looking for this axis name. So basically for the x-axis, just punching in here for this sub horizontal, y-axis going for the sub vertical. Alright, so then the last script is going to be the actual switching script. That's our target lock camera. So target lock camera, going to need the Cinemachine using. first you got to set up your public bool target lock cam and just set it to false right away, and that's going to be your state, your switch state. Set up a public Cinemachine virtual camera base. That's your free cam virtual camera, and then a public Cinemachine virtual camera, and just call that Z target cam. Okay, then go into your update method, and you're going to do an input check. So if you put input manager.camera button, so that's going to be your switch button. Go over here to project settings, and I've got that. Let's see, camera mode change in my project settings, and then going to input manager, close these guys down, camera button. So right there, input.get button down, camera mode change. So I'm just kind of doing a little translation and sticking all my inputs in here. Alright, so you got your input. It's going to take the state of your target lock cam bool and flip it. So if it's true, switch it to false. If it's false, it'll switch it to true. Then go into your conditional branch. So if it's target lock cam, your freecam.getObject.setActive to false. So again, like in the other video, that is going into just your basic object parameters settings and just deactivating this. The way Cinemachine works, it'll look for the it's the active camera with the highest priority or lowest priority, and uses that as its active camera. So this is basically what I'm doing with the script, just switching that on and off. So this is a additional script you don't really need to get it to work. This basically just recenters my camera whenever I go back into my free look camera. And this sets the alternate camera as active. So yeah, that's an update on the script. Sorry it wasn't in the last video. I hadn't set up my Streamlabs correctly. Hopefully this will help if you had any questions about that. Alright, thank you.